we continue to hold Norfolk Southern accountable, make sure they make your community whole now and in the future. And what they do not make whole, what they cannot make whole, what isn't made, the government will make whole. We have an obligation.
Tonight, we have reaction and details on President Biden's visit to East Palestine today. His first since the toxic train derailment more than a year ago. The president brought words of praise and a plan of action in making sure the derailment is cleaned up properly and residents are safe. Mr. Biden said he will continue to hold Norfolk Southern accountable. He also announced an award of 6 National Institutes of Health grants from the country's best research universities to study the short and long-term impacts of the derailment. Neil Fischer was there tonight and spoke with residents and the mayor.
East Palestine Mayor Trent Conaway told me President Biden's visit to East Palestine was long awaited, and while some residents had signs that said too little too late, others did appreciate the president's trip to their village. Inside President Joe Biden's visit to East Palestine, the president, alongside Mayor Trent Conaway, heard concerns from residents.
We're still concerned about long-term health effects and, what that's going to look like in the future.
On the outside, President Biden's trip was overdue.
We have babies we're raising here. We have to work here, live here. And it's nice that people come and recognize our little town, but it's been a year and I don't see much change.
East Palestine resident Josie Borelli tells me she appreciates President Biden visiting their village, but is hopeful these signs do not represent the president's visit.
This is his soil too. This is America. We are America. It's a bunch of us little towns like this that make America.
Meanwhile, Mayor Trent Conaway tells me President Biden's visit was needed.
This was needed a year ago. This was needed 6 months ago. It was needed now, and it'll be needed tomorrow. We needed to, get this ball rolling, and we have these health concerns, and we need the president, and not necessarily the president, but the federal government to step up and do some of these things. As far as health care, I'm not saying pay for it. I'm just saying take care of it, get the studies done. Find out the long-term effects of being exposed to vinyl chloride.
Health, a big topic in East Palestine. More than a year later, and residents like Borelli want to see more in-home testing with test results available and explained to residents.
I hope that, it's not too late to fix some of the stuff, but there's been mistakes made.
As health concerns linger, Mayor Conaway tells me there's a long road ahead.
We're still a fractured community. We still have, it's getting better every day, but when it comes down to it, we just need to heal.
East Palestine residents and Mayor Trent Conaway want to make sure that this derailment does not have a negative impact on the village's future. This, as President Biden said that the federal government will stay until every need is met. Reporting in East Palestine, Neil Fischer, 3 News.
We have more video and images from President Biden's visit today on our website, WKYC.com.